Hey guys, in today's video I'll be showing you some things you can do in Device Manager to optimize it for lower delay and higher FPS. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe, as I will be posting more videos like this at Saturday 1 p.m. But yeah. Now, one thing I want to mention before we actually go into this video is that the things you can do in Device Manager, there's a lot of them, but to me I only really do a couple of them because on certain PCs, Device Manager and the things that you do in it can be really iffy and could cause worse performance. So I really recommend you get a benchmark of what your PC is like before and after disabling these devices, and also just make sure you do them in like groups, so if one does happen to cause a problem, then you'll know which one it is. And also just know that this will break some functionality depending on how deep you go within it. I'll show you what I'll do, and then I'll show you some things you could do afterwards if you really want to maximize it. Now, one thing I forgot to mention as well is that if you plan on optimizing your BIOS, I recommend you watch my video before you do this video, because doing some things in Device Manager could really mess with the tool, especially PCI devices, so you don't want to run into those type of issues. So follow that video if you plan on doing that before you do this one. Now, the first thing we're going to do is obviously open Device Manager. You could do this by right clicking your Windows like icon right here, but if you have OpenShell like me, you might have to hold shift and right click right here and then click Device Manager. And once you're in it, you want to expand it to make it a little easier to see. And in here, what I'll do is I'll go straight to System Devices and I'll disable high definition audio controller. You want to make sure you disable the right one and test if your audio works, because some people use monitor sound or their headset will be connected to this, so you don't want to run into audio issues. Check it after you disable it. High precision event timer, you would want to disable this. Intel management interface, this is just some spyware, you would want to disable that. If you're on AMD, you might have something like AMD PSP or AMD log, you'll just disable that. You'll also want to disable Hyper-V virtualization infrastructure driver, virtual driver enumerator, virtual network adapter enumerator, and remote desktop device redirector bus. And for USB devices right here, I have a separate video on input lag where I cover what type of USB ports you should be using and whether you should like disable generic USB hub or certain devices, so make sure you watch that, so because I already covered this. Yeah, this is what I'll just do if I were on my own PC or anybody else's PC, to not go too in-depth into anything. Now, I'll put a list on the screen of the other devices you can disable if you want to disable a lot more. I can't really show you me disabling them as I don't have all of them, and I also have some of them uninstalled. And another thing you can do is click view on the top right here and show hidden devices, and what this will do is show grayed out things in Device Manager, and these are basically devices or drivers that your PC doesn't have installed yet. They're just meant for like plug and play or when it's needed, so you could uninstall some of these. Just make sure you research what you're uninstalling and disabling, so you're not disabling something your PC will need eventually. I would avoid doing this to the storage volumes and storage related things, but for like USBs and other devices like printers, it's fine disabling or uninstalling them. Just reinstall them back. Another thing you can do is click devices by connection and just make it a lot easier to see. And yeah, that's what I have for today's video. Sorry if it was a little bit underwhelming, because I don't know why a lot of people think that Device Manager, there's something secret and special that you could do in there, but really it's not worth too much messing around with. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe, as next video I'll post something a lot more, I guess you could say, entertaining or more impactful with your PC. And yeah, see you in the next one.